Feeling really lit, honestly. Really lit, like in a good way, like in a sober way, in a motivational way, for things that I want to create and manifest this year. And it's like so simple to just get lost in the sauce and not see what's right there in front of you. I just wanted to come on here and just say hey and start saying hey more on the camera, basically. It's pretty interesting, like you're your own worst enemy. But I guess I can talk a little bit about the whole vegan vibe for me. So it all started when I was crazy into the gym, like in an unhealthy way, and I would go every day, even sometimes twice a day, and I didn't really do much except eat and go to the gym and sleep. I don't know what was going through my parents' heads. God bless them for that patience and time, and still for the patience and time, but especially that time where sense of direction wasn't really like as clear as it is now. And I ran into some health problems. Long story short, I got what people call erectile dysfunction, and I got that because I was eating too many animal products, and the saturated and trans fat clogged my arteries. I mean, not arteries. That's what it clogs your arteries. I'm sure my other arteries were just fine, but my penile artery, the one for the canals down there, yeah, that one in specific, it wasn't flowing so nice. So, come time when it was time to have that time, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't have that time, and it was embarrassing, and it was not a vibe. So I met this guy shortly after. I went into a little bit of a depressive state because I was like, wow, I lost my manlyhood, and I'm like 18 years old, almost 19. Like I don't know what's going on. Am I gonna have this for the rest of my life, basically? And by the stroke of the universe, this guy I met, at the time he was a fitness manager in the health club that I was going to, and he basically turned out to be a sick dude, and not obviously unhealthy and sick, but he was fucking rad, bro. Super California lingo on the EP in Canada. I don't know if you know what I'm saying, dog, but that's what it is. And you know what? He told me he was a herbalist. And I was like, oh yeah, you're a herbalist. That's like me too. And we had a nice chuckle about that. And at that very moment, I knew that he was a slice of home, or what I like to call a home slice. So he turned out to be a herbalist, a holistic nutritionist. I think. Whatever, he's a wizard, more so than I was even aware of what was possible at the time. And he had me over at his place, and he ran a diagnostic on me, but he ran it intuitively, and that really kind of shook my world a little bit, because he's basically just tapping on my shoulder, tapping on my chest, my tummy a little bit, on my back, and he told me that he was communicating with my higher self, my angel, or and I'm I'm coming from an atheist background where I was forced into not forced, but I went to a Catholic high school, and Catholicism just didn't resonate with me, and okay, I kind of get the symbolism of I did understand the symbolism of religion, but I didn't really I wasn't yes, I'm gonna pray, I'm gonna go to church, this is gonna be sick, and I'm gonna wear a cross. I never vibed that. I was like, you know what, fuck religion, fuck this, because I saw the divide in man and mankind that it brought, and all this pish posh. So anywho, yeah, so I was okay, he told me where my pain was coming from, what it stemmed from, and what I've been eating a lot of. And he specifically told me not to tell him anything, and he was just gonna vibe it. And so he vibed it so accurately that I was just like, wow, what's going on? And like it just kind of opened me up the experience, right? So upon time spent with him and things starting to like swing into place with that relationship that we had created, I ended up going to a meditation workshop. But first I started to go vegan, I believe. I'm pretty sure I went vegan after he told me, because he just told me to eat less animal foods. But before he told me that, I watched Cowspiracy, so I was like always like, oh shit, for the environment, like that's gnarly. And then I watched pardon me, I watched What the Hell, and it was a vibe. It was just like, overnight, like, let's go in the fridge, let's throw this shit out, fuck that. And originally I followed the Bulletproof Diet by Dave Asprey. That guy is he's a crook, because I'm doing this high-fat ketogenic diet, and my hair starts falling out. Like, I started just gaining fat, and it's just like, wow, the fat you eat might be the fat you wear. Honestly, I don't know, who knows? Do I even know? I'm sure you don't know either. Well, not 100% at least. I went the vegan route, and it was incredible. To my surprise, like I was already like, like I was still in the gym, and I was still like paying attention to how much weight I pushed and this and that, and like my lifts went up. I was less sore. I was like recovering faster. I had better quality of sleep. I felt more rested. And what was really surprising was I had anxiety. Not rock star, not cool, but it was a part of life. I just thought, I deal with anxiety from time to time, and overthinking and just like, I guess the mind playing tricks on itself. And my anxiety left me as well. And my new herbalist friend, herbalist homie, he was like, yeah, when the animals die in these pretty much genocide fucking circumstances, their like vibe at the time of death, when they're stressed out, they're freaking out, like their cortisol is like do like pounding like a drum, just like, and they die. Like that energy lives within the flesh, the meat, and so I believe the term is harmonic inductance. Google that. I might be really smart with that word. That's a term that not a lot of people say, but harmonic inductance. Anywho, so it went away because I stopped eating the stress and pain from the animals that was directly affecting me. So I was like, no way, I'm not as stressed. I'm not like freaking out. Like, this is cool. And obviously I was getting boners, big ones. Well, as big as, how big really. So it was cool. My left went, I was like, this is excellent. This is incredible. And so that's when I found Vegan Gains on YouTube. This guy, just amazing character, just ruthless, like go-getter attitude, like science here, like schlap, get out of my way and make those vegan gains. Like, dude, like, hello. Like, I don't care. We might not agree on some things, on how you would go about some things, but the knowledge was there regardless of the delivery. And I saw through that, and I was like, you know what, dude, fuck, you're a rock star, and you taught me some shit, because he just pulled up the studies, and he made sure, like, this is the way the study was done. Always kind of peep, like, who funded the study. And there was a pattern of these studies that people were kind of counteracting his arguments with, and they were funded by the Egg Council and the dairy industry for those ones. And it was just like, what? Like, this is so it was clearly a vibe for me to like level up, because I actually took note of this on my phone earlier today. And why am I so like health focused, and now into the meditation. Sorry, looping back, like I went vegan, I went to a meditation workshop, a Tibetan heart imagery one directly connected to Drumvalo Melchizedek and Daniel Mattel. These two homies are legends, like legends beyond me just saying legends. Like they are truly like incredible. Like the language, you know, language is definitely a barrier as much as it is a tool for communication, but like, oh my goodness gracious, like when you like learn about what these two are about and what, you know, they've experienced and their teachings and from where they learned these teachings, it's like holy hocus pocus, like so my like spiritual mentor, the herbalist, you know, like those are his mentors. So of course I bought the books, Ancient Secret of the Flower of Life, holy shit, Journeys into the Heart by Daniel Mattel and Drumvalo Melchizedek, crazy things. The Tibetan heart, like the Tibetan heart imagery and the Kriya Yoga stuff, holy moly, ravioli, but vegan ravioli, with cashew cheese in it, with some chives, because I was just like blown away by what I was experiencing, feeling, even seeing in this reality. And not, you know, I don't want to go there. That's not the point of this video, but you know, it was crazy. So like, why am I like this? Why am I all about this meditation and like, you know, move your body and like eat like high vibrational foods? And that's just because like I don't want to suffer, you know? Who wants to suffer? You know, like suffering is, it can be avoided, I think, or maybe I know. It's a vibe, and that you need to go vibe. It's not a thing that is just like gonna happen overnight to you. You're not just gonna wake up and be like, you know, I'm this now. It takes effort, and it takes you getting out of your comfort zone, because outside of that comfort zone is the vibe. Because if I didn't like turn on this camera right now, set up this red beautiful light that you're gonna see a lot of in my Instagram, because it's gonna be like pretty famous, this light. I think that's the wrong word, but it's gonna be known, it's gonna be seen, and it's just this old school light from my grandma's house. It's like kind of like the Pixar, Walt Disney Pixar light that like jumps on the eye and squishes it, and that's what it looks like. I just put a red light in it, and it is a vibe. And I put it here. I don't have the best lighting set up. Like I didn't take out the whole shindig, and like I got out of my comfort zone because I wanted to share this message and like tell you guys that like shit's possible, and like you're limiting yourself. Because I limited myself. I'm not just like, you know, preaching the preach and not walking the walk, because, you know, I'm not, what am I? I'm not hypocritical. I'm not hypocritical. I don't like have a dog that I love, and I don't have a cat that I love, and then like go like, you know, unconsciously to a restaurant and eat steak, because like that's what we've been told to eat, and that's normal, and we need protein, and we need this amount of protein. It's like, bro, I did that gram of protein per pound of body weight. No way are you absorbing all that. It is clogging you up and you're shitting it out. Holy, just amen and everything, all that. I'm at a loss because of like going through that, being lied to by people that we trust, and it directly fucking with us, and then it's up to you to unfuck yourself. It's like you have the power to do it hard. And I did it hard. I did it overnight. Some people, they gotta do it softer. They need a lot of foreplay. They have to transition over a period of time. They can't just get right into it. You know, so I lubed myself up and I went right in there, and I was like, I'm doing this, and I'm gonna fully fucking send this shit, because anything that you half send, it's not going to be the best it can be. Duh. So that is what I have to say there. What else do I have to say? Where am I going with this? Who knows? We're just going on the couch. We're just talking. I'm in the condo. My cat's sitting over there. He's watching me. He's like, well, who are you talking to? Well, I'm talking to this DSLR here. Can you not see that, dude? Like, it's right in front of you. Some people do not learn or change through that like repeated lesson. Whether it may be with a relationship or professional business career related, you know, like they don't do it because their defense mechanism, the ego, is like, you know, like, nah, fuck, like, you're lame, or like, I'm better than that, like, not like owning up to it, you know what I mean? And so by just kind of pushing it off to the side, I feel as though that was the easiest thing to do. Like when conflict arose in, like, not in high school, because like I dealt with it, like I grew up, but like in elementary school, I'm like, nah, dude, like, fuck you, you're lame, or you're a loser, and like I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to talk this out because it's uncomfortable. But when you go through that uncomfort, similar to getting outside of your comfort zone, it's the same thing. Maybe I'm just like relating it back. I'm going full circle. Like, you can evolve. Not only can you produce and create cool things, you can evolve yourself. So just get out of the box, open your mind up. You know, like, you don't have to be liberal and like, you know, go like super trendy and just like go all in. Like, open up your mind, but like, you know, always like use discernment. Like, please question everything, because even though my spiritual mentor was blowing my mind, I was always like, that's insane, but I need to like experience this myself. I need to know this from me, not because you told me this is how it is. I have to live that. So I think we all can take a little something away from this. I think we can all understand that, like, we're all just like brothers and sisters of Earth, and we just gotta like just stop this bickering and these silly distractions. And like, I still get lost in the sauce, because honestly, like, before I turned on this camera, like just now, I was sitting on my phone for about 10 minutes, and I brought awareness to it. I'm like, what am I doing? What is this bringing me? Is there something else I should be doing?